In a dense jungle clearing, the morning mist drifts low across the tall trees as a small group of early humans awakens near their smoldering fire, stretching and rising with the first light, the camera following their slow movements as they walk barefoot over damp soil to gather wood, vines, and leaves for the day's work, their head wild, bodies painted with streaks of clay, their eyes scanning the thick undergrowth for signs of danger, the rhythm of life heavy with survival, then shifting to a wide shot of men and women crouching along a muddy riverbank, digging their hands deep into the wettest, pulling out thick chunks of raw clay, stacking them into woven baskets, and carrying them back through winding jungle paths to their settlement, where others are already sharpening stone tools, cutting branches, and arranging flat surfaces on the ground, the clay being kneaded, pressed, and pounded with rhythmic, repetitive motions, sweat glistening in the sunlight filtering through the canopy, the atmosphere earthy and yellow, the camera lingering on close-up shots of hands, shaping rounded vessels, pressing fingers inside to widen the hollow, smoothing the edges with wet leaves, the sound of scraping stone against clay echoing in the background, then panning out to show some members of the group hunting in the distance with wooden spears, silently trekking a wild boar through thick ferns, their movements tense, the sudden burst of action as they chase and strike, carrying the animal but with grunts of effort, laying it near the fire while others prepare fish caught with handmade bone hooks, their shiny scales reflecting the firelight, their camera weaving between these survival tasks, returning again and again to the patient forming of clay pots, some smaller for water, others larger for cooking, the group working in harmony, exchanging glances, passing tools, never speaking, only the sound of jungle insects, bird calls, and the crackling wood filling the air, now showing a wider shot of the group arranging the half-shaped pots in a shallow pit lined with stones, covering them with branches and dry leaves, setting fire beneath, tea hardened in the clay, smoke rising in soft plumes into the green canopy, flames licking against the shadows of their faces, as others skin the boar, slice the meat with sharpened stone knives, and place chunks onto flat rocks near the fire, a rhythm of survival flowing endlessly between gathering, crafting, and cooking, close-ups showing steam rising from boiling fish in a half-dried clay vessel, water hissing as it meets hot stone, slow pans across the faces of the humans. Eyes focused, hands steady, dirt and ash smeared across their skin, sweat dripping down their arms, then wide sweeping shots of the jungle alive with cicadas, monkeys swinging in branches, and the distant thunder rumbling, the humans pausing briefly to watch the sky darken before continuing their work, patching cracks in the pots, reshaping broken pieces, repeating every step with patience and necessity. The cycle of molding, firing, and cooking stretching across the day until night falls and the firelight flickers across newly hardened pots set neatly in a row, some filled with water, others bubbling with stew. The group now sitting close to Kezir on the dirt floor, their silhouettes glowing against the flames, eating silently, their clay vessels steaming, the jungle alive with night sounds. The camera pulling back slowly, showing the settlement fading into darkness, only the fire and the line of fresh pottery shining under the stars as the ancient humans rest after a long day of survival and creation.